Hello, my name is Darkmoon Doll, and today what I'm going to share with you is a few ghost stories. A few ghost stories that are personal stories, first-hand experience of paranormal experiences. When I was very young, when I was like about 7 years old, I was left at home by myself at night. My mom was at work and my brother was out hanging out with friends. I was washing dishes in the kitchen. It kind of felt eerie in the house. It was very quiet. Because we couldn't afford to put curtains on our kitchen windows, you can see the darkness in the backyard and the shadows from the weeping willow tree. Quite unsettling. As I was washing the dishes, I could hear footsteps. Just slowly coming up the stairs of the basement. It very much frightened me, yet I wanted to see if there was someone indeed behind that door. So I went to the door leading to the basement. I kept hearing those footsteps walking up the stairs. When I opened the door, there was no one there. Yet I could still hear the footsteps. As the footsteps seemed to be getting closer and closer to me, I quickly shut the door and then ran into my mom's bedroom. I dialed her number frantically. She told me to stay in the bedroom. She came home and she immediately called the police. The police came in, they searched the house, they went in the basement. Nothing was to be found. They searched all around the house. They couldn't find anything. And the police concluded that there's nothing here. No one's here. There's nothing to worry about. After the policemen left, my mom and I never spoke of that event again. Here's for the next ghost story. I was taking a nap in a house that I lived in. I was very tired. It was a very crowded room. The only space for me to lay down was my head in the closet and my feet outside of the closet. I laid down and I fell and drifted off to sleep. And suddenly I was awakened by a pulling of my legs. Like someone was physically pulling me out of the the closet door, that room. They were trying to pull me out. My eyes were open. I could see my legs moving. But as I looked down at my legs, I couldn't see any hands grabbing. I couldn't feel or see where the source of the pulling was coming from. I was panicked. I couldn't really scream out. I couldn't really shout or anything. I was in a panic. And all I could think was, please let this end. Please let this end. And as I thought of that, it stopped. That was a very, very eerie experience, which haunts me. Till this day, I think of it. And I am very, very much wanting to find out what that was all about. Then there's another experience that I had. And it was definitely of the ghostly nature. I had an older brother who passed away. He was very abusive towards me, and the relationship was never ever mended. There was no closure. So years and years down the line, as I became an adult, I was living in my own place, and once I was sleeping in my own bed, I felt as though someone was staring at me. So I woke up, sat bolt straight, upright, looked at the end of my bed, and I saw my brother reaching out his hand with the phone receiver. And instead of taking the phone, I slapped it out of his hand. He was dressed in all white. He was glowing white. Yet I could see his distinct image before me. He wanted forgiveness. I was not ready to forgive. This was indeed a ghostly experience. And I have not shared this experience with too many. I have shared this experience on this channel, but I'm not sure if many of you have watched those videos with that experience in it. All three of these experiences changed my life greatly and gave me a great appreciation for the fact that there is more than our eyes can see in this world. There is more going on the spiritual realm than the average person can ever dream of. Thank you for joining me today. I hope that sharing these stories with you will help you to share your stories with your friends and your loved ones. Peace.